It is being reported that Joey Badass has disrespected Kendrick Lamar, and I'm confused as to why. I would understand if it was, I don't know, some like coastal thing, you know, like if Kendrick was disrespecting the East Coast or something. But I mean, Drake is from Canada, so I don't think it's that. I haven't seen Joey and Drake have some unique relationship. Also, it's like months after the beef. Maybe he just wants to insert himself into that. Maybe people are just making stuff up, which, yeah, that's you know, par for the course, and people do that all the time. But I don't know. I saw this. Regardless, I was going to check this out because Joey is incredible. I think pretty much every project, with the exception of 2000 that he has, is legitimately a classic. We're talking about 1999's classic mixtape. Badass. That's a classic album. Was All American Badass, classic album. Like everything he has dropped pretty much is a classic. Even the other one I'm blanking on, but yeah. His discography is short, which makes it more safe, you know, because it's not fair to compare him to somebody who's, you know, has a bigger discography. But the discography does have, it's incredible. It's pretty much impregnable. What Mike Tyson said that one time, impregnable. Yeah, it's just super. It's incredible. So he's back. Typically, I don't know, like it feels like he comes back for like every now and then, and he doesn't stay back for long. He drops an album and then disappears again, does a movie or whatever, which I'm super proud of him. Like from watching him when he was, I remember not discovering him, but you know what I mean, discovering him when I was like, or when he was like 16, you know, like I vividly remember that video. So I was on him early, so like seeing the progress he's made in his career is super dope for me. Like he's one of those guys like I always just support. He just seems like a genuine dude. I don't agree with everything like he says as far as like his takes and stuff goes, and you know, his opinions on everything, but like regardless, like I respect him, and I especially respect him musically and lyrically. So I'm always here for it. But I think that lack of consistency, like not being in the game, that those interrupted moments result in something like 2000, which is a good album, but it's not as good as his old stuff. I think that's just because he isn't, you got to stay consistent. It's like with anything, you can't just leave and expect to be as good as you used to be, right? So again, I still think 2000 is a good album. It's just not a classic like the other three. There are other projects he has, all of his other projects really. That's kind of where I'm weary. That's where I'm a little weary with this single, and then also the album that I'm assuming is going to follow it. Is he going to be as sharp as he used to be? If you're coming at Kendrick Lamar, I hope you are. And if he does, or if he is and Kendrick sees it, will Kendrick respond to it? Is Joey enough on his radar? He 100% is on his radar. Like he knows who Joey Badass is. Everybody does. If you don't, you know, I don't know what to tell you. But he definitely knows who it is. He's definitely going to hear it. Is it going to be impactful enough for him to respond? If Joey is sending subliminals, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this is all much ado about nothing. So let's check it out. Oh, Conductor beat? All right. Conductor is he the... He's one of the... If he's not the producer of the year, he's one of the producers of the year as far as 2024 goes. Alchemist is probably number one, but Conductor's right there. The Rule is Back. It's a reference to what, Slick Rick?
It feels so good to be
Jay-Z.
back, man. I'm back, baby. A popular demand. Hey, yo, moved out the city, copped a house in the sticks.
Big
couple
up.
acres, couple whips, whole lot of flicks. I got options, baby, take your pick. Might fuck around and coordinate the fit. Take a... This my life cool. In film, baby, I just write the script. Mr. Really put that on, they be counterfeit. I'm taking calculated risk, too legit to...
Hearing it, I don't know. I saw that line. Somebody super big reach. He said, "Does Mister put that fit on or put that what on?" I've heard that before. That's not a reference to anything Kendrick said. I saw that on Twitter. Somebody said, "Oh, he's referencing Kendrick, Mister." People just they're gonna bend the narrative to bend these lines to fit whatever narrative that they want to support. They just want to see drama, whatever. As far as video goes, seems super laid back, simple, nothing crazy, which is definitely a choice considering this is your big single coming back. So I don't know. House is huge. I would be scared to live somewhere out like this. I would be terrified. Like, what if you have an emergency, you need to go to the hospital, there's nothing around you, I'm assuming. I don't think I can do it.
Flicks, I got options, baby, take your pick. Might fuck around and coordinate the fit. Take a this my life in film, baby, I just write the script. Mister really put that on, they be counterfeit. I'm taking calculated risk, too legit to quick to get you niggas acclimated quick. It's rules to this shit, hold up. I got murals in my city, fuck a nomination. This for every time they left me out the conversation. I'm back by popular demand and world domination.
People are so, they gas up everything. They just make everything something that's not supposed to be. I heard that was a line. The nomination line was a reference to Kendrick too. Eminem got nominated. Doechii got nominated. Is he dissing all of them? Like, no, he's just, it's a bar, it's a line. Jesus Christ, people are idiots.
I'm finna bomb on niggas' plans fresh off my vacation.
They also said
the quickest rules to this shit. Hold up, I got murals in my city. Fuck the nomination. This for every time they left me out the
conversation. Yeah. They said that was a diss too to Kendrick. That's so stupid, bro. If anything, that's a diss to fans leaving him out of certain conversations. That's not a diss to Kendrick. Jesus Christ.
I'm back by popular demand and world domination. I'm finna bomb on niggas' plans fresh off my vacation. I was sitting back, watching from an eagle eye, trying not to react. Just give me one reason, I swear I'm on full attack. East Coast nigga till I die. It's clear who the heir apparent king of NY, nigga. Straight like that. Come on.
Is that it?
Told y'all niggas I'm back here with niggas.
Oh no, okay, sorry. Sorry. It just felt like he was ending it. But I guess since that's the end of the verse, I guess he's gonna do another short verse or an outro or something. If that's what they're referencing, that's just rapper talk. That's how many times have we heard a rapper say, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. I guess when he said I sat back and watched, that's a reference, more than likely a reference to the battle. But again, that's just a general statement, bro. Like oh my God, bro. I can't believe my time got wasted. I gotta go to Home Depot. I gotta pick, bro. Y'all piss me off.
Yo. Too much West Coast dick licking.
Oh, whoa. Okay, wait a minute here. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Spoke too soon. Let's go. I'm here.
I'm hearing niggas throwing rocks, really ain't shit sticking. Cause if we talking bar for bar, really it's slim pickings. I rap like I draw pentagrams and kill chickens, nigga, fuck around. With your soul like eat the quick for a feature. This that Black Air Force energy coming out your speaker. I'm out your reach, your arms too short to box the Elohim. Still reigning the rap supreme, me and Stilo had a dream. I stand tall in this rap thing like Yao Ming and won't stop till the crowd sing. When I'm crowned king, my aura scream and my style ring. This ain't boom bap, nigga. This that boom bow bing.
That's nasty. Oh my God. Wait.
Nigga, this that boom bow bing. We could run a fair one. I knew some real hitters, but I ain't never fear none. Guess it's just.
Speaking of that, he just there's a video of him getting into a fight recently at like a gas station or something, or like a shoe store. I don't know, some type of store. Him getting into a fight. He put hands on him. You can Google that though. I can't put that on it. Bing. Oh, that's nasty.
I knew some real hitters, but I ain't never fear none. Guess it's just the Brooklyn in me. They must not know where I'm from. Heard that they was looking for me. Okay, tell them here I come. I'm nowhere near done with you, nigga. You fucking stupid.
All right. Well, he's here for the East Coast. He's representing the East Coast. Bro, I'm here for it. Okay, and even I don't know if he's dissing Kendrick, because like I feel like because him and Absol are cool, right? Like, so you know what I mean? Like their camps, I feel like intertwine in some type of way. So I feel like, but at the same time, if you were cool with Kendrick, why would you say something like that? You know what I mean? Like when the West Coast is having, I wouldn't say a resurgence, they didn't for left anywhere, but like I don't know what the word would be. They're having their moment right now. Like, why would you be opposed to that? What's he must have heard something. He must have seen an interview, something grinded his gears, because this can't be just like in defense of Drake. Drake's not from the East Coast. Drake is from Canada. So he must have heard something about the West Coast being better than the East Coast, something. I don't know. I want to know what triggered him to write that. Something triggered him. Something, I hate that word triggered, but something triggered him. Something caused him to feel the need to say that. And I don't think any of this was targeted towards Kendrick per se, but I know what he's talking about. You know, I know what he's talking about. There's a lot. It's like everything is getting gassed up over there. Like everything, anything West Coast doing right now is getting gassed up because there's just so much momentum, so much heat on them, so much. But like, same thing happened to Atlanta. Same thing happened with New York. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we just, same thing happened West Coast before this. You know what I mean? Like this has happened. It's just when a region has a lot of momentum, there's just going to be a lot of gas. You know what I mean? On everything. Everything that comes out of there is just going to have a lot of gas on it, and it's going to, what's the word? Not ignite. It's going to ignite. So it's just their moment right now. It'll calm down at some point, you know, months after the Super Bowl, unless Kendrick drops another album, or unless some other big star from the West Coast drops something. But I can't imagine. I don't know who would. Yeah, I don't know who at the moment. But yeah, they're gonna have their momentum. Just let it ride out. You know, it's cool. I just don't know what got him so hot. Like hot. Like it's okay to feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're, you know, gassing up everything over there. But like, why did it make him so angry? That's to annoy, or not, maybe not angry, but like annoyed enough to write that. And I don't know. I just don't see it. That makes me like rethink the lines from before. Because before, when I first heard them, it was like, this is, y'all gassed up everything. But now after hearing that line and going back, it does feel like he wants a problem with Kendrick for some reason, or just that whole movement, or what the heat the West Coast has right now is just bothering him. Maybe it just feels like the East Coast artists, or just artists everywhere else, just getting overlooked because of all the steam on the West Coast right now. And maybe that's irritating him, which is valid. But at the same time, like I said, every region has their moments at some point. Maybe if he was coming from a region that he feels like straight up is getting... Is New York overlooked right now? Like in general, like in hip hop in general, outside of this moment the West Coast is having? Or have they been stagnant? Like as far as like producing artists who are innovating and providing sounds that are going to, you know, move the culture. Like Atlanta, like as much as like I don't like, you know, a lot of the waves that were coming out of Atlanta, they were producing something new, a new sound that was getting the people to move, you know. And I think just maybe a lot of that comes from other regions being stagnant. I don't know. It's interesting. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's justified, you know, him feeling this way? Maybe not. And like, when I say New York's been like, or the East Coast has been like stagnant, I don't mean that in like a negative way. I just mean, because there's a lot of guys I love. Joel Ortiz, one of my favorite rappers. Dave East, one of my favorite rappers. Like, you know what I mean? I have so many favorite rappers from the East Coast, but at the same time, just as far as like a movement goes, it just feels like real stagnant. And there have been a lot of conflicting stories and how that came. I remember Ebro and 50 Cent getting into it about it. Well, like where Ebro was saying, well, you dissed everybody, you battled everybody from the East Coast, so you destroyed them to a point where like people think they're lame, and people think the East Coast is lame because 50 Cent said they were lame. And then once 50 Cent phased out, then it was like, where's the East Coast? You know what I mean? Like you got rid of everybody we wanted to support. And then 50 was like, well, you are the radio director or whatever you are, play their music. You know what I mean? Like if you want to support, play their music. You're not playing their music, so it's your fault. So there's that too, which I think is valid. Just even being from Detroit, like I think recently it's been getting a lot better, but for a while there were like no Detroit artists getting played unless you were Big Sean. Even Eminem rarely got played on like Detroit radio stations. It was like mostly, especially like in high school, it was mostly like Atlanta. It was just like, yeah, pretty much Atlanta. Atlanta was getting a lot of support, and like a lot of these radios and publications and streaming services, et cetera, will support artists that are popular around the country but won't do anything to support anything regionally. And then that's, it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm curious to see if this bubbles up. I think that even if Kendrick doesn't get drawn out by this, somebody on the West Coast is going to have a problem with it. Hopefully it doesn't turn into anything physical. It seems like Joey just, I don't know if he got caught or he had an issue with a friend or something at a store or something like that recently, but clearly he's outside. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's sketchy to me. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Not saying Joey can't handle himself. I mean, you watch the video, he handled himself. But at the same time, I don't even want that being a possibility. So hopefully it stays wrapped. Somebody's going to have an issue with this. I'm excited to see what it turns into. As far as hip hop goes, anything else, not interested in it. As soon as it turns into that, I'm checking out. Just like the Drake Kendrick thing, as soon as somebody got hurt at Drake's compound or house or whatever, when his security guard that's pretty much when I checked out. I'm like, I know that probably didn't have anything to do with Kendrick or anything like that, but it was like, all right, everybody needs to relax. People forget that part of the battle. As far as Drake pulling out and stuff like that, like he had a reason to pull out. There was a lot of stuff going on. People forget things like context. And again, I'm borderline a Kendrick stan, so this isn't me like just throwing unwarranted bail to Drake here. Like somebody got hurt, you know what I mean? That's a scary situation, especially if they're friends or whatever. So I probably would have been like, hey, I'm done with this battle too. So there's a lot of context there. So again, as far as rap goes, I'm excited to see what this turns into. Hopefully it's Kendrick. If it's not Kendrick, hopefully it's somebody that's worthwhile. I don't want Joey Badass versus a little boopty boop from down from wherever. Yeah, I mean, I know Joey has like people on the what he did a song with West Side Boogie and that was fire. So like, what? I don't know. Okay, you guys tell me what you feel about it, but I'm excited regardless.